Let me throw some light on big data. What is big data? Big data refers to the large volume of structured and unstructured data. Actually, it is the data that is beyond the capacity of our traditional systems to handle. As per Gartner's definition, big data is that contains greater variety, arriving in increasing volumes and with ever higher velocity. This brings us to the three V's of big data. So, what are the three V's of big data? It is volume, velocity, and variety. Volume. Volume is probably the best known characteristics of big data. It is huge volume of data that is that cannot be handled by our traditional systems. Now, this should not be a surprise to all of you that considering more than 90% of all today's data were created in the past couple of years. Example of huge volume of data getting generated are, as per YouTube, every minute 400 hours worth of video is being uploaded. Similarly, in Instagram, on an average day, 80 million photographs are being shared. Around 1200 billion digital photographs have been taken in 2017, of which 85% were taken by smartphone, and this clearly shows that with the advent of smartphones with high quality camera, the volume of digital photographs has increased, and due to which we have high volumes of data getting generated. Not only that, the price of mobile data has also come down, due to which there is more traffic of data, mobile data that is. As per the stats in 2016, global mobile data traffic amounted to 7 exabytes per month. What is velocity? Velocity is the speed at which we are generating these data. Facebook says that it has a data warehouse storage capacity of beyond 300 petabytes of data. But what we need to check here is that what is the speed with which the data is getting generated, and would it be enough, or is it worth having 300 petabytes of storage capacity in the data warehouse? Actually, Facebook says that it generates 600 terabytes of data per day. So you can think that 600 terabytes, so it's in a day, if it's generating 600 terabytes of data, that the 300 petabytes of storage that it has in data warehouse is also not enough. Not only that, Google alone processes on average more than 40,000 search queries every second, which roughly translates to more than 3.5 billion searches per day. So you can clearly understand that what is the speed at which we are generating data each day. What is variety? Now, to understand variety, we need to understand what is structured data, what is semi-structured data, and what is unstructured data. Structured data is a data which can be represented in a tabular form, in the form of tables, like what we do in RDBMS. Okay, and semi-structured data is data that we can show in XML file. XML file is an example of semi-structured data, which has data to some conformity, and then there is also data which does not belong to any conformity. So a file like that, which has data in some structured form along with data which is not in any structure, those are known as semi-structured data. And unstructured data has no conformity. It can be anything. It can be audio, it can be image, it can be video files, it can be social media updates, and also text formats like log files, and the clicks that we do on a website, that click data, then the machines, the sensory machines that generate and that generate data like machine data and sensor data. These are all different varieties of data that are being handled in big data. There are other ways of big data also that has come up uh, recently, which are veracity, variability, validity, vulnerability, volatility, visualization, value. Like veracity, if the data can be verified; variability, the difference in the data; the validity, how valid is the data, or for how long you can store it, or till what dates of value to it. Then vulnerability, that is whether the data is vulnerable or not. Then volatility, whether the data can be stored for a long, or it's of use for a long or not. Visualization, whether you can use it to visualize some visualize for some analysis, and what value does it have. So these were the other uh, V's of big data. Now let's come to the benefits of big data and data analytics. Actually, big data makes it possible for you to gain more complete answers. Why? Because you have more information, you have more options. So you can use those options to get a complete answer. And using these complete answers, you will be more confident on the data and the analysis, which means a complete different approach that you will gain for tackling whatever issues come to you. And actually, the importance of big data is not on the big data, but how you are utilizing the collected data. So let's see what are the use cases of big data. The first use that we can see is product development. How companies like Netflix and Procter and Gamble use big data to anticipate customer demand. Now they build predictive models for new products and services by classifying key attributes that they could see in the past or current products or services that are being provided to the users, and using those information and the relationship and attributes, they can successfully present to you new products. In addition, Procter and Gamble uses data and analytics to focus on social media, test markets, and early store rollout plan to produce and launch new products. Similarly, we can use it for predictive maintenance. Now, factors can predict mechanical failures, may be deeply buried in structured data such as equipment, year, make, model, but it also resides in unstructured data that covers millions of log files, sensory data, error messages, and engine temperature. So, by analyzing these data, we can come to the conclusion that what are the potential issues that can come up in the future, and so how should we do the maintenance in a very optimum way to maximize the utility of the equipment. Also, it can be used for customer experience. Now, everybody, you can clearly see there is Amazon, there is eBay, there is so many online retailers, and everybody wants customers. So how can they get it? So for that, they have to enhance the customer experience. How? So they can check how they are, uh, which what are the likings of the customers, and what they are finding faulty, or they are not liking it. So analyzing those data, they can start giving personalized offers. Like you can see, whenever you purchase a product in Amazon, you can at the bottom you can see there will be customers also purchase this along with this product, or there will be similar products. So you can so customers can use them to get to that will enhance their sale. And it also, by analyzing that what issues customer face, they can enhance their window, so that or enhance their application, so that customers do not face the issues. Also, it can be used to analyze fraud and compliance. Like uh, there is a pattern that usually happens when a data is going through, uh, that is a proper structure is being followed for genuine data. But when there is some variation in those patterns, so they can analyze those variations to get to check whether those patterns are fraud generated, or those patterns are due to some compliance issue. Similarly, for machine learning, you need to have lots of data so that you can analyze it and use those data to derive or to train your system so that it can give you the correct uh, result. So for that we need to teach the machines. Now, due to the advent of big data, now we can teach machines instead of programming them. So this is also a benefit of or use case of big data. Then also operational efficiency. Now operational efficiency may not always make the news, but it's an area in which big data is having the most impact. With big data, you can analyze and assess production, customer feedback, and returns and other factors to reduce outage and anticipate future demand. And you can also make decisions uh, about the market. It also is used to drive innovation. How? Studying interdependencies between humans, institutions, entities, and processes, and determining new ways to use those insights, and use data insights to improve decisions about financials and planning considerations. Examining trends and what customers want to deliver, new products and services, implementing dynamic prices, and so much more. So you will see, when we have lots of data, huge amount of data, you can analyze it in a proper way. So you get a proper result through it, which will drive the innovation. So that's it from my side. Thank you. So that's it from my side. Thank you.